I'm a big cause and effect kind of guy. I think a lot of us on the panel are as well. Um, that's how I kind of look at the world. If you're sitting over here eating, McDonald's or fast food and that kind of stuff on a regular basis, and you play video games a lot, and you kind of just take a lot of naps and just chill out a lot, one can say that that's not the most healthiest situation. You're probably going to gain some weight, you're probably going to lose some muscle mass, that type of stuff. If you're meal prepping every week, if you're hitting the gym multiple times a week, you find other healthy habits to do, other, cardiovascular type of exercises and whatnot. One could say that you're probably living a pretty healthy life, that, you're taking care of yourself. You're probably going to lose some weight, probably going to gain some muscle mass, probably be, in a good, cardiovascular kind of place. It's the same thing with our minds, gentlemen, with the ladies and with the men. If you're sitting over here watching crap all day, you're sitting here watching things that go against what your wishes and what your desires are and what you're looking for in life, and all you're hearing is things that are polluting your mind, and telling you how one gender is messed up and your gender is perfect and everything you're doing is right and your feelings are validated and everything that you ever thought is the way it should be, and everyone needs to understand how you feel and this and that. It's you're not going to win. You're not going to go, you're not going to accomplish the goal you're trying to accomplish. You can't sit up here and take, you know you can't sit in these classes and study for these tests and expect to get this degree if you don't even go to class. So everything is a cause and effect in life. You can't sit up here and be worried about what these men are doing out here in these streets. Um, there's different toxicity that's going on in dating apps and whatnot. If you're looking for a husband, you don't need to worry about that. You don't need to worry about what's going on in the red pill community and that kind of stuff. If you're on the other end having sister circle all the time and you're not holding yourself accountable for some of the crazy decisions that you're making, the things that you're doing, um, hating men all the time, how are you gonna find a husband and the leader of your household and someone that could potentially be a father to your children if you think all men are shit and all men are misogynist and all men are horrible and toxic masculinity and all these things? Like you're literally feeding your brain and your heart an unhealthy diet. You're not aligning with the things that you want. And what you're also doing is that you're surrounding yourself with people that are all in the same think tank, that think the exact same thing you think, because all y'all agree on the same content, which means ain't none of y'all gonna get a man. There's a reason why all y'all are single and all y'all are talking about the same shit 24/7, 365. You're not gonna find a man because you're liking and hearting and double tapping and basically absorbing all of this information, all this negativity that you're getting from these apps, that you're getting from these other YouTube channels, that you're getting from these other social media content creators. And can we please talk about the fact that there's a lot of people that are on these channels that have not lived the life that they talk about on a regular basis. That you got married men talking about these hoes, you got single men talking about how married women are trifling, and they don't live these lives. They do not live. This is not your life. This is not your dating experience. You're going off of what you done heard other guys done went through. You got women sit there talking about all my life I had to fight, and you ain't had a man. You watching The Color Purple. You ain't ever been hurt. You didn't go through any of that trauma. And what they're doing is that a lot of them are trauma bonding over each other's stories or someone else's stories, some story that you heard on Instagram or on YouTube. You don't even know that chick. You don't know her. She's not in your friend group. She's not in your family. She's on the other side of the world. And they're just finding other ways to bond over trauma and hurt. At the end of the day, misery loves company. So people that are out here hurting, people that are by themselves, people that hate men, people that hate women, You know, women take all your things. Women want to divorce you and take all your money, and they just want alimony all the time. Get the paid until you die, and until they get remarried, which they probably won't on purpose, and all the negative things that happen. Um, those people aren't out here really living. You know where they're living? They're living in front of a screen. They're living in front of the screen, and they're not outside actually experiencing these things, actually dealing with men on a daily basis, actually dealing with women on a daily basis, knowing how to talk to women, knowing how to be with women, being in relationships, problem solving, and being 100 with what you truly want out of it. Everybody's not upfront, not everybody's honest. But what she was saying at the end of the day, I agree 100%. We have to stop watching crap content and expect to have a fit relationship.
Go ahead, Trev. Everybody speak on it.
I think that nigga be mad and jacking threes from half court, man. Damn.
I think we're being
Appreciate you, Chicago.
I think we're being dishonest if we discount that these people are going through very real things, right? Men and women alike. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I was one of those ones that used to consume a lot of male-centered content and whatnot, right? And it took me, that's the thing that influenced me to start talking to women, asking, you know what I mean, saying, like, because it started with me just trying to get them to understand how men felt. But the more I listened to them, the more I realized they got very real stories too. So I think it's problematic for us to discount that, because that's how the basically what all of these spaces are is men and women are like comparing notes. Because if you go on these channels, if you go to these women channels, it's not as if the only person that's experiencing it is the woman or the man that's speaking on the panel, or the woman or the man that's speaking in front of the camera. You go through the comments and people are telling you over and over again, this is my experience. You go over to Reddit, you see countless of men telling their stories. So I think it's wrong for us to discount that, because those stories, these spaces are popping up for a reason. Now, I think where a lot of people are having trouble with is finding out how to handle it, how to go about it, how to deal with the opposite sex, how to deal with marriage laws, how to deal with divorce, how to deal with these type of things. And I think that's where we're starting to muddy the water at, because everybody wants to give their experience, but nobody wants to help out. You know what I mean? So I think there's a way for us to be able to acknowledge that these people are hurting, and it comes from real pain. There's a lot of people that get their pain from other people, because I've seen people tell stories that don't even apply to them. However, we can't discount the fact that those people are out there, men and women are dealing with real pain from real people, and how to actually navigate that, and how to protect their hearts, and how to protect their peace. Because there's actual real solutions to these problems that people are experiencing.